the most effective ways to burn more calories. My name is Dave Minishin, and I'm the owner and head coach over at Sculpt Fitness. Now, before we dive into this topic of how to be able to burn more calories in general, I do want to mention that if your goal is weight loss, that the number one thing you can do is tailor in your nutrition. Then, these other methods I'm going to mention next then play a role and may become important to you. So the first thing that we want to go over is number one's method, and that's focusing on resistance-based training or strength training. All right? So strength training is going to want to be the focus here. Now, why do we mention strength training here? Why not cardio or other methods, yoga, etc.? Well, the reason why is because when you're doing strength training, you are physically telling your body, I want to change its composition. I want to have more lean body tissue and less fat mass. And what ends up happening is as you raise your lean body mass, the number of calories your body naturally burns increases. And so by doing this type of training, you end up maximizing the number of calories your body burns on a day-to-day basis. Now, there are certain ways to implement a resistance-based training workout that it can then enhance the number of calories you're burning daily. Next is going to be staggering your workouts. So staggering them is going to help you get the beneficial effects of every single workout and the recovery process that your body has to go through after you've done it. For example, if you went through a workout training program and you did your workout Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then took Thursday through Sunday off, you would be having 4 days without having your body go through exercise and recovery. And what ends up happening is that after you work out, there's a 72-hour window where your body actually burns more calories as it's recovering from your workout routine. But when you place all of those workouts right next to each other and you don't stagger them throughout the week, you don't get the most beneficial bang for your effort by allowing your body to recover over the entire week. It's only recovering during those first 3 to 4 or 5 days maybe, and then there's 2 or 3 days that your body isn't burning the maximum number of calories. So by staggering the workouts throughout the week, you're going to get more beneficial effects from that. Now, next is going to be making sure that you are moving every day. Moving more really is what we're talking about. See, when people are trying to burn more calories, it's not just about the workout that you do, but it's also about the movement that you have throughout the day. See, people who actually move more eat less. And so if your goal is weight loss, then moving more throughout the day is actually going to promote not over-consuming food. And so not only will you burn more calories just because you're staying active on your feet, moving around, maybe you have a desk job, stand up rather than sitting down the whole time, and that's going to promote your ability to burn more calories naturally. Now, next here is going to be increasing the intensity of your workouts. Often I find that people do the same workouts over and over and over. And what ends up happening is your body adjusts to those workouts. Your body adapts. It becomes familiar with the routine that you've been doing. So if you don't increase the intensity by either increasing the weight, increasing the duration, maybe the volume of weight that you're lifting over the whole workout, you don't change up the ways that makes it more intense for you so that it's a challenge, you're not going to be burning the same number of calories that you did when you first started that workout routine. And because of that, you're going to not get the same results that you were getting at the beginning of the routine. So increasing the intensity is going to play a big role. Now, the last one here is going to be eating a high protein diet. Now, the reason that this is important is because those who eat a higher protein diet actually don't see as many of the calories that they would if they didn't prioritize protein. Now, what I mean by that is that there's 3 different macronutrients: fats, carbohydrates, and protein. And the macronutrient that requires the most amount of energy to actually break down is protein. And so when you eat more protein, your body actually requires more energy to break down that nutrient and utilize it in your recovery process and supports your body. So higher protein diets not only support your ability to build more lean muscle mass and recover from your workouts, but they also take more energy to break down. So these are the top 5 things that you could possibly do to increase the number of calories that you burn on a day-to-day basis. Real quick though, I want to mention a few things that absolutely do not work. Doing endless bouts of cardio. Now, doing more cardio can be good for certain goals and in certain cases, but people that prioritize cardio over the long term for weight loss, they end up kind of sabotaging themselves. And what I mean by that is that they'll often break down their body so much, because when you break down fat, you also break down muscle, that they pinch themselves into a corner to where they've broken down so much of their lean body mass that they are lowering the calories that their body naturally burns on a day-to-day basis. So after a while, it becomes very difficult to maintain the amount of weight loss that they had in the beginning. The second thing that doesn't work are all of the fad things that you see, like weight loss shakes and teas and fat burner pills. All those things are gimmicks. The befores and afters that you're showing you are often not even people who even use those products. And even if they were people that made the real lifestyle changes that are necessary, not only to get those results, but to keep them. Now, when it comes to some of those different things, like having a protein drink, physically just having a protein drink in general, instead of a weight loss shake, is going to help you lose weight. Heck, you could even just grab a can of lentils or a can of beans and eat that instead of grabbing a protein shake and get better results. The other thing is the fat burner pills, the teas. What is actually in them that even may make them work? Really, it's just caffeine. So if you already are drinking coffee, or maybe you include green tea in your day, caffeine has actually been shown to help boost your metabolism and raise your metabolic rate. So if you're already drinking caffeinated beverages, don't overdo it. Have 1, 2, maybe 3 in a day, but overdoing it, doing 6, 7, 8 glasses in a day is not going to get you any better results. Just drinking a caffeinated beverage in general is going to help increase your metabolic rate. But those things, again, are not as important at the top 5 that we've listed here. So if you found this useful, then follow us on our social media channels, whether on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. This podcast is listed on all the different platforms. And give us a like and throw a comment below. We'd love to hear what you thought about these 5 different ways, and check in for the next episode.